Hey there, NPC Lowlife. Just getting this stream set up. Most people do like a little stream pending thing or countdown or whatever. I just like kind of fire it off and then do the basic chat stuff. Make sure everything's working on YouTube and Twitch. And then go share it. So good to get a jam out to the cool music. Alrighty. So we're not going to go right into the gameplay today because I need to put together a Spyral Yummy list that I'm comfortable with. That's using DMOD as well. So we'll pull the Spyral Yummy list in the abstract. Maybe cut these guys. Probably won't be needing this. Deck building is the best gameplay. Hey, that's something. Oh, I got the new Axis Kotaker for my Appaloosa credit. It's like the only card that I was gonna play that was viable as a swap, so here we are. Okay, so let's go get DMOD. So there be DMOD, there be Dragoon. That's kind of like the necessary part. I think what was going on was they were cutting all the... They were actually cutting all the level 4 stuff. We're not. I don't think we're gonna have room for Turikara. Probably gonna have to cut a surprise, even though I was having fun playing multiples. So the basic premise is you still have to run a DMOD shell. And I think the premise was... See, I was watching someone else run their list, right? And they were just like running it as the yummy stuff was the more core aspect of it, and like they don't even have a way to naturally revive Master Plan. Their plan was always to get to Ancient Fairy Dragon no matter what, and then go to Master Plan through Double Helix, which seems reasonable. And the weird thing was, like, they were running Diabellstar, but their Diabellstar technically couldn't use DMOD on its own. You'd have to play another spell. That was always interesting. So maybe I don't do the Diabellstar stuff, which is fine. But what they were doing was, they weren't running any Nightmares, which is another, like, ooh, you're playing Spyral, you're not running any Nightmares. Got no discards. I guess the Yummies are discards, though, so you just discard with them. So they weren't doing Starham, they were doing Sorrow Cat, which makes sense if you're gonna go straight, if you're not gonna have any Link 2s, so they're not gonna have any Link, or 3s or higher, so they're doing the Sorrow Cat stuff. And they're doing Ancient Fairy Dragon and Barone and Sprite Elf, because you need Sprite Elf to like get back to a yummy name while also making the material that you need to get up to Ancient Fairy Dragon, I believe. Because the basic premise here is Herald of Arclight plus Samsara gets you to Ancient Fairy Dragon, but then you don't have Herald on your end board, and because you've actually used Mignon, because you're not doing the Starham stuff, you have to actually use Snatchy, you can't end on Herald, which is rough. That's like a rough aspect of it, but, I mean, they got to M1, it was working well. wonder how much the Snake Eyes... They were running the Snake Eyes stuff, but, like, that's... The thing I'm most skeptical about is, like, how am I going to play this without Celine, right? Because, like, if I search souls with Dark Magician of Destruction and summon, it doesn't actually do anything. I always have to go through Ancient Fairy Dragon, and Ancient Fairy Dragon always has to resolve to get Quick Fix on the field. That's, like, the basic premise here. And if that happens... What happens when you have to, like, one... They had a one-card combo with Quick Fix, I remember. They posted it. I'll go watch that real quick. I wonder if I can... Gonna have to scroll all the way up for it. I'm gonna be... Normally I'm the one developing the combos and showing you guys, but someone else developed a combo and I'm going to try to learn from it. I can also learn. So, okay, it was by Harks. I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, so the basic premise here is... I'll play this on super speed. So go Quick Fix, they go Yummy. I know the basic Yummy plays. Use Surprise. Go Snatchy. Get the field spell. Surprise. Summon Snatchy, get Surprise back. Make Lollipo. Make Sorry Cat. Make Lollipo. Lollipo summon back 2. Make Herald. Make Ancient Fairy Dragon. That makes sense. Get souls, get Quick Fix. That's like what you always have to do. That means you don't always have a Yummy name on field, which is rough, but that's what Sprydel's for, right? So that means you basically always have to do the Ancient Fairy Dragon combo. You always have to get to Mignon, which is rough. But they were successful with it, so, you know. It's worth trying. It's worth trying other builds instead of like being locked into my original idea. So the basic idea is, I'm gonna do it in solo mode just to make sure I get it right here. And they're running Masquerena. That's like their other interaction. So they only have like one negate. Well, they could have two with Dragoon. What is the ideal deck ratio for Spiral Engine, Yummy Engine, Hand Traps, and Board Breakers? I'm not sure. I think when you're doing it like this, you kind of max out on the names. So what they were doing like a Snake Eyes setup. They were like running a Diabell Star. Like, they weren't using Shark. They weren't using Shining Star, but they were later. They were actually running everything. Yeah, this is pure slop. So they're only running one Big Red, which I don't think is correct. And I think I told them about that, and they agreed. I would cut like a future silence for that. But what they were doing was this: there were one of each name, except Cookie, which makes sense. Cookie's the best one. No Rare Arthdals, obviously. They're in Shining Sark. And the Andorra setup. This is a lot weaker without Celine, but I guess the point is just getting souls on the field and drawing 2, right? That's just what it is. They're still on Droplet. And they're running Diabell Star. Man, this is the slop. They were only running 2 Diabell Stars, which is funny. What's even the point? But they weren't running in the other. They're running Flamberge because it's still like a going second tool, I guess. Then they're in the Snake Eye, just one of each of the Snake Boys, and then a Bonfire. It did be sloppy. I think they obviously weren't running Prep Rides because you have plenty of copies of Souls. You only need 1 Illusion of Chaos. That's my whoops. Come back here. Oop, I cut something. Hold on. I cut something I shouldn't have cut. Was it a DL Star? They're only running 2, so what did I cut? No, they're running 3. They're running 3. It's just they have 1 alt art, so it's visibly different on the thing. Alright, so it doesn't really matter. I can just... They only have 1 master plan, and I'm really skeptical of ever running with just 1 master plan, but here we are. So 1 Maxi, 3 Ash, 1 Called By. They're running a Fua and a Perulia. I think I might cut those for the second big red. Keep 2 big red. They're only running two rescue missions, but I guess they're not doing link climbing, so they don't need as much. They're not running a croaky, which I'm not comfortable with, but I mean, it's 1 less brick, right? Like I said, I'm just building someone else's deck. They are running cross out. We'll leave 1 of each Mulch Army in instead of 2 for that second big red. Gandora. And turn silence. I've got an extra card somewhere that they didn't have. I've already cut 1, but that's the big red, but I cut that for the Mulch Army. It's 3, 3, 3. Oh, the talents. They're not running talents. Okay, that makes sense. All the 1-ofs. Second big red, no a croaky, called by the grave in here. Oh, gates. I don't have gates in here. That makes sense. Yeah. Alright, so that's their build. DMOD, Spummy. And this is Hark's build. So I'm gonna just make sure I have the combo down. So before I go into ranked and, like, you know, mess up my plays, we're gonna go to the solo mode. Make sure I got all this. So it's DMOD Spummy with Hark's build. I want to give Hark's their credit. I'm just copying them. Admittedly, you know, they copied some of my tech. The DMOD tech is my, like, the Shining Sark idea is mine, and blah blah blah. But you know, it's a community effort. Okay, so now let's say I only open Future Silence. What is their line? So I go Future Silence. I get you. Add his card, a card. I'll just card the souls because it's not anything. I use you. Turn silence is once per turn, right? You can only activate this once per turn? Yeah, so it's Sark. Sark effect. Get Gandora. So I guess, like, their idea is, if this is your situation, you should have a level 1 in hand. You should have something that can get to Yummy, because, like, no matter what you're getting to souls here. And then you at least get a draw 1 here, probably a draw 2. So that's their idea there. And this would combo, obviously, because I can go into the entire Yummy line with Snake Eye. So, like, I would normal summon Snake Eye Ash. Let's say this gets impermed or something, right? Uno! So then I could Souls. Shuffle back. Let's say I don't have this Assault mission. I don't have to worry about 3 spells because I have Celine. You get a free draw. And then you do a Yummy combo, right? So you would go... Well, I guess what you would do here is you would Stash for Oak, and then Oak for Flamber. Does that get you more material? Oh, I should have summoned the Scandora too. That was dumb of me. Oh well. But, like, this is combo even if I couldn't get the Gandora. Maybe they stop that too, right? So, like, make sure I know how to do this. So let's say Cups the Yummy way. Oh, this doesn't even work, though, because I have this DMOD on the front. I have to link this guy off somehow? That's interesting to think about, right? Because, like... Because I've used my normal summon. You could have used your normal summon on Marshmallow, I guess. I guess I could discard Marshmallow and then, like, still survive him, and then I still have the body with this guy. But this guy doesn't actually do anything when it stop my Marshmallow. That's a good thing to remember if you're doing this kind of stuff. Alright, well, let's try to find the quick fix 1-card combos. That's going to be something that's important for me to know. Make sure I can intuit it. I'm trying to, like, get these like, weirdnesses out before I commit to anything. Okay. So let's say I normal summon quick fix. Now I'd get Big Red. No Nightmare Goblins, really rough. Wish I could fit that in there, but you know, Hark's made it there without it, so we'll try. So you still get this drone here no matter what. So now you can Cupsy. You gotta do this to get Marshmallow on field, because we're not... So, you know, you get Marshmallow and Cupsy even though I already have Cupsy here. Husk's card. Card, that doesn't matter. You get Surprise from him. You get Snatchy. Are you playing Spellbooks in this brew too? No, I'm not doing any of the Crowley stuff. Now you would Mignon back the... I guess you could surprise back... Well, you only use Mignon early. You can surprise back Marshmallow at any point, but like Mignon just gets you a free body here. Then you need to go into Sorrow Cat. Then you go into Lollipo. Library bring back 2. You're not playing Flamberge? Yeah, I am playing Flamberge. Then you go Herald. You go AFD. This will get you Souls, which is Smash Play in the Graveyard, but if I've already used Big Red, how do I... Hold on, let me go check that thing again. So this seems like how you... This is how you have to get to Ancient Fairy Dragon, as far as I can tell, if a Quick Fix 1-card combo, but there's got to be a... well, you're going to... Okay, let's just play it out, right? So you do this. You pop for the field spell. Illusion of Chaos. Oh, I see what's going to happen here. So, you would, because you always get to search drone off your second quick fix search instead of your second big red. You can do this. Yeah, this makes some sense. So you just do the drone agent stuff. And because we're not doing Celine, it doesn't matter if we put this Helix in our extra monster zone here. All monster. So master plan. And on the bright side, you never had to put master plan in the graveyard this way. Do I need a salt mission here? I assume I have to get rescue mission. Like you could do this. And send anyone. If I can get in here, Diabell Star. And you can use this as your discard even though you don't have a Nightmare Goblin. And in this particular run, you could eventually get to DMOD. Okay, so like, what's like the way I combo from here? Right? I could surprise back Marshmallow. What's Sarkaz? If this card's in there, you can target one other secret monster in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck. So you do this guy. And you'd put back like any name that matters. I guess you could put back Arclight, right? Let's let you make Barone. Could have done that way earlier, obviously. So what's like the most efficient way to do this now? So I would want to link off my master plan here. So I guess I would do that with Masquerena. Well, no, what I want to do... I can just discard with Soul with a... Oh, no, what I can do is Yummy Surprise Marshmallow now. And still get that Marshmallow and get that surprise back. Get surprise back. And then you can, Mignon to put back a name. You don't need the synchros in the graveyard, really. Is there a way to, like... Because I'm trying to think of a way to get Herald on the field here. Because, like, what I can do is I can link Krivo. Should play Spellcaster Village. Spellcaster Village has been banned for, like, a year and a half. This is let me, like, a Cupsy, or like a... I guess Lollipop's the one I don't want in the extra deck, right? So you could, like, do something like this. I'm guaranteed you have a rescue mission in graveyard at this point. None of these other cards are guaranteed besides Surprise in hand. And I want to revive Quick Fix. And this is awkward, because, like... It's like, Quick Fix can just discard a card. But I won't have a discard from my other rescue mission, I think. This will give me my big red. And now you can, like, Sprite Elf here. This gets you to Sleeper. This doesn't quite work the way I want it to, right? I mean, this does work, right? I can, like... None of that was necessary, but... Oh, I could have done... I could have Quick Fix discarded Quick Fix here. But then I wouldn't have Sprite Elf in the extra monster zone, which is important. Because, like, I do always have this rescue mission in graveyard, which lets me summon back Drone and get to Herald. But then I won't have enough bodies to make Masquerena. Let me look at that Perthy comment. You link off DMOD with Souls, draw 2, where you have some lean or clear board, depending on what Crowley. Oh, you don't need any of that, right? Because, like, the DMOD stuff already lets you make a Selene line if you want, like if you're doing Shining Sark. It's like... Alright, so... I'm trying to make sure I didn't do this wrong, because, like, I probably could have gotten another body with this extra Quick Fix if I could have linked off my Master Plan early. But then I wouldn't have had the level 1s. But I could always link off a Synchro 2 to make Sprite Elf. Or to make a Masquerena. And still make... My problem is I need to link off Master Plan before I link off Helix so I can go Quick Fix, discard Quick Fix, right? That's my ultimate issue here. It's like if I rescue mission back Master Plan here. I always get this extra rescue mission, but I don't have the discard. Yeah, see, this is like one card short at this point. Because I don't necessarily have the Assault Mission play like I do. So let me try this again. I'm going to try the Quick Fix 1 card combo again, make sure I'm not doing this wrong. Because I think there's a way you can do this that works, but I'm not sure what it is. Hey, open Quick Fix, perfect. Alright, so... you go Link Rebo, Big Red. Sorry guys, I don't want to go into ranked and like lose on timeout because I don't know how these combos work. That's the important thing for me. So this will always be drone in this situation. I don't mind learning other things, but I need to know my my basic lines here. So here's the basic line. I know to do the AFD line. I'm trying to figure out what's like the maximal value I can get once I get past the AFD stuff. Make Saurocat, so you got 2 guys in the graveyard. Make Lollipo. Get 2 guys back. Make Herald. And you make Ancient Fairy Dragon. Like, this is like the kind of bare minimum thing you're doing here. And you always have Surprise for Marshmallow to get an extra body. This will get you Illusion of Chaos, which obviously will get you 2 souls. In this case, I'll just put back like Last Resort because I'm not, you know, that's a card I will search throughout the combo, and it's good to have that visualized. And then you will pop. At Spyral Resort. Activate Spyral Resort and get Helix. Or sorry, get Super Agent to make Helix. Shame we can't play a second like Link Preba or something, because that would make this a little juicier, but we'll sit here. This is the basic line. Alright, so let's say I get here. I can surprise Marshmallow. Oh, yeah, well, I still want to surprise Marshmallow because I always want to end on surprise. This will give me that surprise. I can get to Rescue Mission, which I would need in this situation. I still have a Quick Fix in Graveyard I've never discarded with. And I can link off for Masquerena. So I want to end on DMOD for Gaze too. That's the important thing here, because like that should be an option in this. So now we go the other quick fix search that matters. This will give me my assault, or my last resort. And I can discard Rescue Mission. Then I can Rescue Mission back Master Plan. Oh, I was supposed to Saurocat at some point. That's a... I completely skipped that part. Damn. It's like this would be where I go at this point, right? I've used up all my quick fixes. I can now demod away. Because I used them to make a Masquerena instead of Barone, which is a problem. But what I can do now is get Gaze. Go to Sprite Elf. We're gonna make either of the Yummy guys. This will get me to Baron. I don't even have to Sour Cat here, right? But I can? Let's just make Baron, see how that feels. Oh, I see how I can make this work. You make Baron. Then, you can set your rescue mission and pop that with Baron. And now what I can do is I could... I'm still one body short. Oh no, I still have Magician Souls. I've never actually used my Magician Souls. So I didn't actually have to use Baron. I could have drawn with this Magician Souls. That's worth noting. So there should be like an extra draw in here at some point. But this does work, because what I can do now... Yeah, I can link Kribo. And I can Sorrow Cat shuffle back. I guess I only want one guy back in the extra deck, because I want to be able to summon another guy with Elf. Oh, I need to shuffle... Okay, I'm supposed to shuffle back Herald there. I'm being stupid. You shuffle back Herald, then you can make Herald. I don't even need to use Link Kribo. I have Herald, Sprite Elf. I mean, whatever. I can, like, do this still. This gets me a Link 2. This gets me a guy on the field. I still have a rescue mission. So what I was supposed to do is shuffle back Herald here, obviously. And I can make Herald now. So I'd have Herald, Baron, Sleeper. I would have a Masquerade. I'd have a set Gaze of Timaeus. Okay, that works. So we're going to do this one more time. I think I figured it out. We're going to do this one more time and try to make it as efficient as possible. Hey, Darth, I'm just figuring out, like, the basic quick fix one-card combo line for a non-Link 3 or higher Spyro build. And basically it means you always have to go through Ancient Fairy Dragon. Alright, so... I should maybe figure this out, too. It's like... If I just have this, I have to have another name, right? This doesn't work without another name. So, like, yeah, in this situation, what I would end up doing is I wouldn't do the Gandora stuff. This is actually a really awkward hand, because, like, I don't want to discard any of these cards. Yeah, let's go back to the quick fix one card combo. Like, I would figure that out later, but going. The important thing is the quick fix one card. Too many intros, not enough zones. Yeah, well, it's not... I would want to set Gaze anyhow. I know this is, like, silly. I should probably, like, be doing this in, like, EDO Pro where I can make my hand or whatever, but, you know. I've already got this set up. Okay, here we go. This is perfect. A quick fix one card combo. But ignore all these other cards. Make a quick fix. Okay, so I'm going to get to the AFD portion, and then I'm going to figure out, like, what is the best way for me to both make my board resistant to hand traps and make this work, right? Because Heart showed me a combo, but I don't think that combo... I think the combo is good, but I don't think it's completely efficient, if you know what I mean. I think, like, there's ways to, like, gussy it up a little bit, is all I'm saying. And we will discard a card that doesn't matter, because I don't want to muddy the data here. So all this is normal so far. If, like, my opponent let me do Yummy combo, here we are. If, like, I drew quick fix with the extra name in hand, and they stopped my quick fix, right? This all kind of works the same. Get a Hold Surprise this whole time as, like, an extender, which is good. You go Sorrow Cat. Like, Souls doesn't actually even do anything in this combo, but you get it as, like, a free body. On your way up to the Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is the actual important part of this combo, which is... That's weird thinking about it, because, like, Souls is kind of like the entire purpose of the Yummy Spyral synergy. But, I mean, this AFD stuff kind of works either way, right? You just don't have to make Herald. So maybe this is, like, something to think about. If they eliminate Herald, this still kind of works. You'd have to do it a little differently because you can't make AFD with 2 tuners, but like it's not that different, right? You just wouldn't play Sorrow Cat because you're not doing the Herald stuff either. But the Herald does like let you, as you link climb, get a body back, and that is relatively important. So let's go ahead and do this. Some big bag master plan, because like presumably you would want to get master plan out of the deck. This is like just a +1 card. We're doing this right now, so let's say you want to make... So that's my issue, right? So I guess you would just, no matter what, you would Sorrow Cat. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to end on Baron and Herald. So if I do Sorrow Cat now and shuffle back Herald, does that still work? I mean, I could probably still do it, right? I probably still have enough bodies later on in the combo to get to Herald just by like 2 Yummy, or Yummy name plus 2 level 1s, right? So you do this. We still gotta do this though. So let's. So this is still the same. So the very second you get Drone on field and you've used up both your Ancient Fairy Dragon effects, you can then go into Baron to insulate your plays. You actually go into Herald too, huh? But we don't want to yet. So go Baron. We got a Baron. So we've got Baron on field before we commit to Helix, which is like good in its own right. That's a good thing you do in this combo. But now I have 1 less body than I did before, which is important. Can I make up for that? Alright, so now we'll do the thing where we get the Souls. And Souls works as one of my discards. So in this position, you would 100% draw 2, but this might mess up my like plays a little bit because I might draw 2 quick fixes. Okay, I didn't, so not a big deal. So what I am doing now, what is my line here? Because I don't want to... I need to link off Master Plan, but I can't get rid of Helix. Because otherwise I won't have a quick fix available. So we have to link off with this Souls. So let's make Masquerena, as if that was the case. Then we get to Master Plan. And DMOD does not make anything in this build except Sprite Elf. So we have to use Master Plan and DMOD for that. So you get Sleeper, you get another quick fix. Obviously I have a quick fix at hand, but for the purposes of this combo, that's what we're doing. And to do that, I need to rescue mission back Master Plan to get the other rescue mission back in the graveyard. And I can do double quick fix. I think I'm just a little bit short now. Yeah, so if I want to have Baron early, I can't use the Sorrow Cat the way I did in the previous combo. That's very... No, this works, this works, this works. It's a little awkward, because I don't immediately have my Yummy on the board. What I can do now is I can use you, get my names back in the extra deck. Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. Well, we gotta summon one of these guys back, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah. So that's the way I can like get my minion back in rotation, and then I can do this. And I guess I banish Helix here. If I want to keep Helix in rotation, I could have discarded this Big Red or something at some point, because like I like the fact that I have Rescue Mission for Super Agent in Graveyard, but that's fine. We can just banish you, and you. Or I could just not have Drone in the graveyard, but Drone's a good recyclable. It's fine. This is already winning the game, so I shouldn't really worry that much. Oh, sorry. Watching the... Okay. So I think this is the combo. You have Set Surprise, Set Timaeus, so you have 2 back row that are relevant, and on their turn you sprite off back the name you use to make Herald. Alright, I think that is the combo. I think it's a little better than what Harks did, but it's using their basic Ancient Fairy Dragon premise. And it's like, it's 3 Omni Negates, right? You don't get the Herald multiple times the way I did before, but it is 3 Omni Negates, and you get Mask and Sleeper and all that jazz. So now my question is, what do you do with, like, Souls? Because, like, so many cards here get to Souls. I guess the idea is, like, you're getting to Souls so often so that you can use Gaze of Timaeus otherwise. You don't always get Gaze of Timaeus is what's coming down to here, but I think this is the ideal setup. And this is kind of what Yummy does natively, but they don't get a Gaze of Timaeus or a Sleeper, and they don't get, like, the downside is you're not running, like, any Axis Code Talker shit. Right, you don't have great ways of clearing out boards that Yummy can't clear out on its own already. All your stuff is targeted, right? Little Knight's targeted, Baron and Sleeper are targeted. So like when you're going second, that's a lot weaker too. I think you're kind of reliant on the Yummy stuff to OTK too for that reason. But that's probably not a big deal, right? It's not like something you care about that much. What's going to happen here a lot of the time is we're going to immediately elf on their turn to get one of my Synchro 2s on the field, so you can start tagging out. And if they like Chain of Call by the grave, you can flip Surprise, right? Then like the first chance you're going to get, you're going to Masquerena to banish something, so your Gaze is online. And then you'll like use Baron and Dragoon first before you use Herald to keep the Floodgate going, and then use the Floodgate as like the last effect. And then you've still got Sleeper and Masquerena, or Little Knight to do stuff, and your entire Yummy line. You don't have a Croaky anymore. That's probably fine, right? Okay, I figured out the Quick Fix combo. And I think I have the basics for the Ancient Fairy Dragon line, now that I've done that. So now that we have the Quick Fix combo, what's the Cupsy combo? Hopefully I draw Cupsy quickly, or like any Yummy name. Like most Yummy names should be a 1-card combo. Alright, here's the Yummy name. So how does this work? I just have a Yummy name. You always have to go Snatchy, obviously. Like, this should be better, right? Because I don't have to go into Selene anymore. None of my plays are contingent on that. So maybe this is better. Maybe having more Yummy names is better now. So, like, this is any Yummy name. And if this is good, I might just go up on Yummy names. Perulia. Like, this is basically normal summon quick... okay, the problem here is I'm not going to have 2 Quick Fixes in rotation, right? Yeah, that's the problem, because when I do the Quick Fix combo, I have a Quick Fix in the graveyard that I can discard Quick Fix with. Now that's not going to be the case. So it's good to know what this does, because it's not going to do everything anymore. Right? You open Snatchy, so now you just make Link Rebo and... Also, you had to use Mignon early, so you don't have nearly as much stuff you can do. Right, because you have to Surprise for Marshmallow now. Early. Yeah, so you're probably not going to end on Herald in this build, in this combo, which is fine, I suppose, but This is it's worth considering, right? So you still do Sorrow Cat. Cell version ends with Herald, Omni, blah blah blah. Yeah, whatever. It's about Spyral. It's never about Yummy for me. It's about how these cards dictate Spyral cards. And hey, you don't have Sleeper on your board, and Sleeper is a house. Or Dragoon. You don't have Sleeper. I have Sleeper and Dragoon on my board, so you know. Blah blah blah. I'm better. Not really. But in this line, I haven't used my big red yet. That's worth considering. In this line, I just go Soul's Quick Fix, right? Yeah, okay, that's how this is going to work. So it's different because I lose material, but I gain the material back because I haven't used other things. Okay. This is the consideration we're going for. So, Ditch Master Plan, Pop Mignon. Oop, wrong one. But I don't have Celine, but that shouldn't matter. I am going to have less discards online, though. That's annoying. And I will have the second Quick Fix now, and then you would search Big Red here. No Nightmare Goblin makes this a little awkward, but maybe... So let's assume I would search Big Red, because obviously you would. Big Red Master Plan. You have to use Souls as a discard here. Then you make double Helix. What's up, Yusuf? I am figuring out how to do my combos. So let's get you to Sleeper. I was supposed to Sorrow Cat at this point, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's Sorrow Cat. Put back Herald, because why wouldn't you? Maybe I can get to Herald in this build, but obviously I should have a Baron on field at this point. Or a Herald. I could make Herald if I wanted to with Souls. Can you show the replay? No, not right now. I'm busy. Not to be rude, but like I'm significantly busy here. I'm trying to figure out my combos. And like I said, I've shown your combos before, and like this, my channel is not an advertisement station for you. I'm be clear on that one. So, what I can do here is I can summon back Master Plan to get Assault Mission here. Was supposed to get Assault Mission, do that, and then summon Master Plan with double Helix? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to get Assault Mission first, then do Drone, and summon back Master Plan with Helix. Because now I can't do anything with this Master Plan, because he's kind of just clogging up my board. This works, and I can like get this drone out of my zone, but I shouldn't have to, right? So what I would do is I would now Mignon, shuffle back 2 names. So I'll always have 3 names here because like I would have an extra cups here or whatever. So I could like I can just shuffle back Marshmallow Hair in this position. I can link Kribo. So now this would work, but I only have 1 Master Plan in the deck because I cut it. This doesn't quite work how I want it to. See, I needed to get Assault Mission first, discard that, then summon Master Plan with Helix to get my other Rescue, and then I could discard Rescue. Yes. So I've messed this up a little bitty bit. So if I can't get... do I have a rescue mission in the graveyard? I don't. So I'm never getting this master plan back again, so I should have just done this now. Get Gaze. Make Spelf. Take Herald. What's in here? Oh yeah, he don't do it. I mean, this kind of ends on what I want to get. It's just, I don't get Masquerena. Would I get Masquerena if I'd gone Assault Mission? So I go with... Okay, sorry guys, I'm going to have to do this one more time with just any Yummy name. I'm just trying to make sure I know the basic line with a Yummy name. Well, Oak doesn't do shit here. I don't even think I want the Snake Eye stuff, right? Maybe I cut that for like more going second card or something. That's not a Yummy name. I mean, this combo. That's a great combo there, but I know. It's just I've been here for an hour, and I'm trying to make sure I know what I'm doing. Right. Normally, I come to you guys having knowing how to do everything. Right. Like I come up with the combos. This is not technically my combo, but I'm trying to optimize it because someone else came up with like the basic build, which I think has merit. The Ancient Fairy Dragon stuff does have merit. Because it makes the regular Yummy cards way better. But the funny thing is, they cut a lot of the Yummy names for Snake Eye stuff, and I'm not sure that's even better. Let's maximize this now. This hand's obviously freaking nuts. But we're not worried about that right now. Get out of here, Future Silence. So I'm going to get to that point where I have my first choice with Master Plan, and I think that's where it becomes different. So you go Sarrocat. You go Link Kribo. And you surprise back Marshmallow. And you Lollipo. This is the stuff you guys never see me... I've done this a couple times on stream, but like, this is functionally the stuff you guys never see me do when I'm like, testing. It's a little faster than this because I'm not doing it on Master Duel. Master Duel's the only thing I have to set to stream. So I just kind of practice on Master Duel when I need to do live practice. Okay, you guys are missing out on the, this experience. This is what I do when I'm not making a video or streaming most of the time. It's like, when it comes to Master Duel. It's why I don't rank up that much. It's like, I'm trying to figure this shit out. So yeah, a lot of this for me is tinkering. Like I said, I think this build has a lot of merit, and it's worth thinking about. Now I've done all this, I can Samsara. Show back Herald, because that's how I get to Herald later. And make a Baron. And the fact that you get a Baron before you commit to your Spyral stuff and just a Yummy line is pretty solid too. So here's the part where I made a mistake, right? I need to get a Salt mission. This doesn't make a difference, right? Because I always had souls. But I didn't want the master plan on the field, right? But now I can quick fix, discard quick fix, and my next quick fix can discard a rescue mission. And then I would activate result, get quick fix here. Hey, catnip. Thank you for the luck. For the well wishes. Alright, so this will get me my drone. Then you can install in drone. And then use this to get to master plan, right? And then you can make DMOD, because I don't think I'm summoning this master plan back. I can put a gaze. Now I can discard rescue. Send back quick fix. This will give me my last resort. Now I need to make Sprite Elf. And there we go. Okay, that does it. That is any yummy name gets you here. I think that's pretty good for one yummy name, right? Yeah, this list is synchro heavy and link 2 heavy, right? You know, there's no Selene in this list, which means like a pure Spyral combo isn't really in the books, but the combo works with just normal summon quick fix, right? So like if you open Drone Super Agent, you can just Helix summon quick fix. Well, that doesn't work, right? Because then you can't get master plan on field because you use your big red to do the yummy combo, and then you don't have, when you get to souls, you have no way to revive it. That's worth considering. But like drone agent combo, who gives a shit? I'm not building around drone agent combos. I don't think that's realistic. The real question is, how much do you even need the DMOD stuff? I guess it is just a bunch of free extenders that are Magician Souls. So it's still pretty good. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good to me. Hey, Etom. Alright, so I think I figured it out. Let's let the bot go. Intern. So what you're always going to do here is you're going to Sprite Elf, bring back one of your names. Then you kind of just want to you just incidentally kind of want to use up your Masquerena whenever you can. Because now once you do this, you can gaze. And this will give you a lot of protection for your Herald, right? And also a lethal number of guys on the board. 3k, 3k, 28. Very lethal. And the idea here is you kind of just use everything up, then the Yummy stuff, because you won't have zones otherwise, but that's fine, because they kind of have to out your board regardless, and short of a Dark Ruler no more, you're always going to use up your Herald, which then allows you to do Cookie and shit. Spyral's like cooking soup out of all the leftovers in the fridge, and somehow managing to raise the dead and end up in a high-speed chase. That's a pretty apt description, yeah. So here's the deck. This is what Hark's built. I'm not sure I like the Diabell Star stuff. I just don't feel like Flamberge and Oak is worth it, right? We have with all the DMOD Sark stuff. I think that's already good enough. Yusuf, I am not your advertising channel, man. Fine, just to get you to shut up. Hello, everyone. This is Yusuf's. I think it's very similar to the combo he showed last time, but dang, I don't even think I have the. I don't even think I have your thing saved. It's you. No, that's not you. Why is this guy on my friends list? Ugh. I don't think I want Peru my bitch on my friends list anymore. Alright, here we go. So this is Yusuf. He did a... I think he's shown them before, but it's like a Gem Knight combo that kind of goes through Spyral cards. He thinks it's so broken, but you know, it's mostly Gem Knight combo, and he just kind of incidentally goes to the Spyral cards, I think. Not really what we're working on anymore, because Gem Knight's a little outdated for us. But the premise here is, you know, Simorg. You can already see the floodgates, right? It's Gem Knight, summon a bunch of floodgates. I know you can go from Gem Knight to Spyral. That's always been a thing. We've always had like Rainbow Bridge to Allure Queen if we wanted to, because Gem Knight very easily makes Curious, because they have lots of dark, they have lots of Earth monsters with different types. But I mean, Gem Knight can do anything, right? Once if you go kind of uninterrupted like this, like the deck's, it's kind of like Spyral in that sense. It plays like a bunch of bad cards, but like yeah, you're just like playing Catty Corn off of Brilliant Fusion, basically is the premise. And it's like, how often can you get to Brilliant Fusion, right? And frankly, you don't even need to do this Curious stuff here. You can just like, you could have done Nightmare Goblin. You don't have to do Curious. You could have normal summon Quick Fix, gotten Drone, normal summon Drone off Nightmare Goblin, because you had the zones for it. And the bodies. And that lets you like not have to worry about accidentally milling Sleeper with Curious or something like that. And here's the other floodgate. Yeah, we did it, Gallon Granite. 8 cards left in your deck. That's actually like... I'm guessing you play only anti-maxi cards, Ash and Called By. Maybe Cross Out and the 1 maxi. You actually don't have to do this anymore either. You don't have to Little Knight banish Diabells. You can just make a Baoku. Like if you had Nightmare Goblin on field, you could have linked off for a Baoku and then summoned her back with a Baoku. And then you'd have a Baoku on field. Which is like a pop. It's better than like having Rotten on field. Yeah, Gym Knight tier is just using Gym Knight as a way to make bodies who do stuff. Anyhow, that's the combo. He summoned a bunch of floodgates. Woohoo! I'm not beyond floodgates, you know. I've played plenty of floodgates in my time, but so I mean, Hark's got to Master 1 with this exact list, right? The only difference I've made is I've added a second Big Red just for discard purposes, because like if you need a discard off a Cups of Yummy or something, you don't want to discard your 1 Big Red. I kind of believe in that. But the question is, like, is the Snake Eye stuff good? I mean, it is 2 more bricks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starters, 8 starters. I mean, we'll try it out this way. If I don't like my biggest problem here is like Diabell Star without the Azumina stuff doesn't actually fulfill the requirements for DMOD unless you have another card on field to send, right? Because like, but I guess how much does that matter, right? Like, do we? Because we're doing our combo, like, if we're doing... I guess that doesn't matter at all, right? Because, like, when you go Diabell Star, you just go for original Sinful Spoils, then you do a Yummy combo using Snake Eye Ash and Poplar, right? No Jack in the Hand. I could throw in 1 Jack in the Hand just for you. It'd be funny. Jack in the Hand has gotten better because of new decks coming out. There's less people playing Yummy, but it is a risk. It is. We do have functionally 3 different names who are 1-card combos in this deck for Jack in the Hand. You could show them a quick fix. Oops. I did not save the deck. Oh no, I have changed decks. All right. Okay, let's change decks. So if you had Jack in the Hand in this deck, it would be quick fix, Snake Eye Ash, and Cupsy, right? That's 3 of your best 1-card combos. And any Yummy name is combo, which is making me wonder, like, should you just play those over the Snake Eye cards? But I mean, I guess the Snake Eye cards are Yummy combo, right? So it's like, The thing is, the Snake Eye cards are Yummy combo in the sense that you need to rely on Cups of Yummy way to get there, whereas the Yummy cards are combo because they're Yummy. I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Let me use the bathroom real quick, then we'll start playing. Alright, I am back. I will say there is an elegance to this list in the sense that we could always have done a no Link 3 build with Spyral and Yummy in kind of the same fashion with the Ancient Fairy Dragon stuff. Oop, let me reposition myself here. Alright. But you know, I was trying to like get Herald on the field and stuff, but I mean with the DMOD stuff, which turns your master plan to an 1+1 material, because you go DMOD, you get souls. That's like 2 material because DMOD's still on the field, and then souls, like that kind of makes up for some of the jankiness. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. What do you think of Dark Ruler Maxi at 1? It's definitely a lot better now with Maxi at, with Maxi at 1. I'm not sure it's good still, because like basically every deck that's playing right now has a lot of back row. For instance, let's say you're playing into K9 Vanquish Soul. K9 Vanquish Soul has 3 guys in their hand that are gonna combo you. Right, there's gonna be like they're gonna do something. Raisin and Holly and Caesar. Those are all interactions that come from the hand. And Dark Ruler No More leaves the monsters on the board for them to tag out with, and they're going to have Dust Devil and the K9 Quick Play in the back row, which they can use on the bodies that are still on the board because you don't clear them. Now, if you go for, let's say, Draco Tail just has... Draco Tail doesn't care if you Dark Ruler No More them, right? You just, like, they go, okay. They just pass. Like, they have 3 traps, and, like, what are you doing? You're maybe, at best, negating a Gulamel. If it's branded Draco Tail, you might be negating a Mirror Jade. I'm not sure that's worth it. And if it is worth it, they always have the spell negate, so it's not that great. And then, like, Yummy, it's probably at its best against Yummy. Because, like, you know, their main thing is, like, Barone and Herald, like ours is, and they might only have Surprise. It might not be good against this version of the deck, because we'll have Gaze and Surprise backup, and they can't kill us, and our Sleeper will still be, like, immune to damage or destruction or whatever, so, like, who knows, right? I don't know. We'll think about it. I did have fun with Evenly Matched last stream. Someone suggested I use it, and on the first game afterwards, I completely wrecked a Vanquish Soul Canine player. But yeah, like every deck has back row, and the deck that has the least back row in Yummy, I mean, it's still pretty annoying to play into them, I'll put it that way. Alright, first actual game of the day, won the coin toss. Good start, good start. I know the basic combos of my deck, and we'll see if people let me play them out. Of course, my first draw here is Mignon. So we're gonna ditch this Diabell Star, because I've already got OSS in hand. Perfect. And now it's just Yummy combo. I actually haven't used the Snake Eye cards yet, so I'm not sure like what's the ideal situation here. Okay, I have a Maxi, a Fuelos. Okay, Azuna. Then I have to Ash Blossom their Azuna. I don't have a card to search with Poplar because I had to do OSS, which is annoying. So I have to Ash Blossom this, because that'll otherwise, you know, stop my entire line of plays here. Now we go Link Revo. This card, you can base this card and target 1 Snake Eye or deal with some monster graveyard at 1 fire tick. That doesn't really do anything. So we can go send you Oh, does this... Ooh, I've messed up a little bit. I guess I can still use Link Kuriboh, but then I can't use it later. Alright, so they've got Nib too. This is really annoying. Okay, so we're gonna Cups the Yummy way. Drawing Mignon was really obnoxious here. Can I get away? I can't get away with discarding Mignon here. I have an extra body already, so... I just discard Marshmallow here. Oh, okay. I think that's fine. That lets me get 2 bodies back off this. Okay, so now I want a Lollipo. I don't have 2 names though, so I need to... I go to Flamberge here. I can't use Oak. Why can't I use Oak? Am I crazy? Why can't I use Oak? What effect has locked me out of shit? Okay, well. Do I just like make Masquerena and like... I need to know what card has locked me out of Oak. I took Flamberge out of the deck? I'm an idiot. Whoops. Alright, well... That does make sense, though. I guess I'll just do it this way? I have to just make a much quicker board because I've obviously wasted time not knowing why I can't use Oak. But I'm... I think I just get the sleeper really quickly here. I don't have enough time to do the super mega board, but I'm supposed to have 3 cards on field, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Perfect. I still have it normal summon. Holy shit. I really want to get the drone. That's typically my maneuver here. We're going to make a quicker board now. You can 100% draw Mitsurugi Ritual. You can draw Maxi. I'm just not going to do the yummy stuff. We're going to get to Herald. We're going to get to Sleeper. We're going to get to DMOD. And we're going to call it a day. I should not have clicked that button. I'm just going to make Sleeper and Little Knight and pass here. Obviously, I didn't waste time. I would have way more interaction here. But it does not matter. Okay. They've got 3 cards. It doesn't matter. I shall negate. Their next draw should not matter. It did not matter. We go to battle and we win. My opponent used 3 hand traps on me. I clearly had more than I needed. Alright. Well, I mean, that was a good first showing. My opponent had 3 hand traps and I won. Also shows how good Ash is going first. It beats Maxi, it beats Purlia, it beats Fuelos, and it beats Azuna. That was a pretty weak hand, too, because like, I had a Mignon that just hard -1 in that combo. Obviously, my opponent had gone first. They could have like normal summoned that Jokul and had Azuna in hand and 3 hand traps. That would have been bad for me. I don't think that hand's beating their hand going second, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Not a bad hand. Yeah, you have to Ash this, right? This is just fucking... Noroi is the most obvious Ash in the world. Okay, he drew Noroi and Azuna. That's just game. That's just game. We did it. Hey, Tuton, do you think you'll stream Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup? Yes, on Saturday. Yeah. My plan is to do just a kind of a little series of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup games on Saturdays now. Once I've done like all the basics on it. Yeah, I'm just dead now. I do have a lot of cards in my hand that don't use normal summons, which is fun. But I'm just down 1 and my opponent got the full combo. Wish I pulled the Shining Stars out. The engine looks actually so cool. Yeah, it's really cool. It's just, it is very expensive. DMOD, well, DMOD isn't expensive because you can get it out of a structure deck, right? It's just 500 gems guaranteed. You get it. And it comes with 3 copies of Souls and Illusion Chaos, which is fun. That actually makes Spyral even cheaper, that, like, that many cards are so cheap. But the Dragoon does cost money, the Shining Sark, Scandora, and DMG are all Ultras, so yeah. It's pretty pricey. I don't think you... I think you always... Like, I'm not that familiar with this deck, but I'm pretty sure, like, when they normal summon Noroi, you always Ash that, right? It's just... You got to. Now they get to play... Look, it's Broad Bull, but it also has a negation effect. Woohoo! And if your opponent has activated a monster effect in this turn, you get to actually get even more? Woohoo! Maybe I should have Ash Blossom, right? Maybe I should have just saved it on my turn, but, like... I'm getting, like, super punished because now they can set a card because I've used a hand trap. Ugh. Legitimately, it might just be good to never hand trap this deck, because if they have the extender, you get punished for using it. It's so bad. I mean, they are a bricky deck, though, so, like, if they don't have Azuna in a hand, that probably ends their turn, right? They had to have a 2-card combo specifically, but, yeah, here we are. And this, like, this is a pop, which really answers my Spyral Resort and my Shining Sark pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still get to the quick play spell even if I don't Ash them. It's just annoying that they also get it for free. That's Yu-Gi-Oh, though. I mean, they went first. They had a perfect hand. What am I going to do about it, right? I will say, I imagine this deck has a lot more time, like a lot harder of a time clearing a gigantic board. That said, if they have a gigantic board and they aren't, and you're doing your combo, you could probably do the drone direct attack thing. Oh, hey, I won. Cool. I don't know why you surrendered, dude, but okay, I'll take it. Never give up. Never surrender. Let's get my gems. My gems. Do I have enough gems to get the bundle now? Yeah, I do. Okay, you guys we're gonna do a little card opening. Woohoo! I'm gonna do the bundle. Is it the Masquerena bundle, or the Canine bundle, or the Little Knight bundle? I'll do the Masquerena one. I like Masquerena. I've been using her for years. Hey, and I got the new one. Cool. I think I like the old Masquerena more, but I'm gonna keep this one because it's cool. This is probably like the worst value because like I don't need any of the cards that are in this pack. But hey, cool, new Masquerena. Karma diff. I mean, wait. I'm playing like Spyral combo slop with 4 engines. I'm not like trying to purport my superiority to anyone when it comes to like drawing engine-filled hands, right? My entire goal is like, ooh, I hope I draw 5 pieces of extension and none of my stupid bricks. I should probably make a video now that I know these combos, like, hey everyone, here's a new Spyral Yummy combo using the DMOD cards. Well, no response to the game server. I hope that doesn't count as a loss. Nope, still got my win streak. We're good. Alright. That's probably a good idea. Like, I know I've already made a Yummy video. I've already made a DMOD video, but people do like combos. Oh, it's fortune tickets. I have like 9 Blue Eyes White Dragons, dude. This is the second time I've drawn Diabell Star and OSS in hand. What the fuck? Alright, well, here we go. Do you have a hand trap? Alright, fuck you. I can't even drop this because I'm under shifter. Alright, I'm about to do something. It's fucking Tenpai, dude! If I pass, I'm just dead? Because I know Genroku's on top? Can I survive on just Little Knight here? Wait, does Genroku even work? Yeah, just tribute this card. And if like, he summons Genroku, he uses this effect, it searches Pydra, even if I Little Knight the Pydra still searches the field spell, the field spell gets Chundra, or the Pydra would get Kaiman, which gets Chundra, which gets another Pydra, which gets Fadra. Can they kill me without the graveyard, though? If all their guys, if they do all that stuff... What can I actually do here, right? That's my actual consideration. None of these cards do anything in my hand currently. I mean, my only option... So I have 2 options. I could... If I want to, I could go double Helix for Drone the top of the deck, try to put a brick on top, then make Little Knight. I would lose my double Helix, but then I could Yummy combo to kill them. That's probably worth it. You may draw Super Polymerization, dipshit. I've lost half of my Spiral engine, but here we are. Okay, yeah. Now normal summon Pydra, you piece of shit. Oh, all these are going to the fucking exile zone, so this ain't doing much yet. They don't get to draw cards here. They can, okay, they're gonna pop my little knight, then summon Pydra. Yeah. Ugh! Wait, okay, so does this work when they don't have a graveyard? It has to, right? It has to? They just get Pydra, they get Kaiman. That's like 15, 16, 15, Synchro. It's like 46, 60, 4. I'm pretty sure that's lethal, but let them do it, I guess. I don't know. The fact that I can't droplets here is so fucking annoying, because it's literally the one-of shifter in their stupid fucking deck that wants to draw cards based on the spells in their graveyard too, mind you. I even bricked their draw, man. It was Genroku fucking Chundra anyhow. So fucking annoying, dude. Yeah, they have 2 more Synchro Summons, they just make Sengenpai and then the 10-star guy, and I'm dead. The fucking stupid... It's a Royal Shifter, too. This is like... This person knows what they're doing. Maybe DS we get Shifter Ban? Fucking... I hope whoever designed Shifter has a really inconvenient life. Yeah, this is 26, and they get 1 more Synchro, and I'm dead, even though they have no fucking... They were dead to, like, 1 more guy in defense mode. Like, if this was DMG instead of Diabellstar, I could have thrown another guy in defense mode by discarding instead of sending to graveyard. So fucking annoying, dude. Losing the Dimension Shifter. Didn't even get to play. Yeah, and like I couldn't have like just summoned a bunch of guys in defense mode and prayed, obviously, because we are Perulia. And if they pass, it's D to D? Okay, I don't know how much they summon from hand, but it can't be not that much, right? I mean, they do summon a lot from, like, the pin zone and shit. But, like, when they pin summon from hand... Oh, I haven't seen this one. Dark Contract with the Zero King. Dark DD special... also you have to do special summon... Alright. My question is, do they need to summon from hand? Because I'm like, I'd like to get at least a draw out of Perulia, you know? I imagine Droplets is good against DDD, even though they have trap cards. Well, this adds to hand, so that's probably going to be a normal summon. As long as I get, like, if I get 2 draws, I'm happy, right? It's like, you know, a 7-card hand, and they get a combo, sure, that's fair. Ooh, okay, hard pass. Interesting. Not the best draw, obviously. Ghost Spell? Trap card? They got something. They could have full comboed in one, I think. I don't know. I mean, they would have comboed into a Perulia and a Droplet. Maybe I still win. Who knows? I don't have a Nightmare Phoenix or anything to pop this back card, which is funny, but I could just set up a Barone or some shit. Oh, well. If their only card so far has been Ash Blossom, that does not matter. This lets me, like, plus here too as well. They have a Ghost Spell too? No, they have an Impulse. Okay, that's annoying. Alright. So I wanted to Ash so they could... Well, no, Impulse doesn't... Yeah, yeah. Hey, Noxo. So now I need to go into Link Kribo. So I can Cookie. Oh, I shouldn't have used Cookie's effect here. I'm dumb. Doesn't matter, but... And I can Lollipo here. It doesn't matter who I'm summoning, right? I guess... Because I can't get Cupsy's effect or anything. Now I can Big Red, Quick Fix, get Big Red. This is a pin deck. All their cards are monsters except like a handful of hand traps like Imperm. Yeah. Cool. I mean, I want to go in second thanks to Perulia, so that was nice. Oh, I forgot to put Flamberge back in my deck. Whoops. I mean, I didn't need Flamberge that one time I used it, I guess. The one time I was going to use it. But I probably should play it just so like my Snake Eyes cards represent board breaking. The same way you play your Andorra, right? Yeah, this hand's solid. So you Shining Sark. Looks like they have a... Looks like they have like a Maxi or Perulia or something. Halisu, okay. This is going to force their interaction, because now I can make Dragoon, because I've got combo otherwise. What are you going to do, opponent? Now they're going to take control of my DMOD, which is going to use up their effects, and I can combo. And I can even destroy this with my sleeper and still get my gaze back online. Maybe I should have... If I gaze, they could chain this, right? And that would take control of my Dragoon. Because this is a non-target, right? Wait, what they showed, they revealed Dark and Fire, and that's the one that does... Oh, that doesn't do anything. That's not the steel, right? They revealed Dark and Fire, they need to reveal Dark and Earth, right? I'm not mistaken? Okay. Presumably this ends their plays, right? They can now Jiaolong to, like, do nothing. Now I can Big Red Master Plan at any time. Now just do Yummy combo. There it is, okay. Woo! That is why I love the DMOD cards. The fact that I can, like, threaten a really powerful combo, and then, like, I'm sitting here with, like, hey guys, if you don't do anything, I'm about to make an Omni Negate. What are you gonna do? It's such a cool feature of the deck. Like, and the funny thing is because Dragoon's a level 8, if you don't need it on your inboard, you've already used your Gaze of Timaeus, you can, like, turn that guy into a Barone pretty easily with your Yummy cards. Clear their board and set up a second Omni Negate for, like, a Nibiru. That's probably what I was going to do, too, because I had a Big Red for Master Plan that I could, like, just set up pretty easily. I didn't have a discard, though, so that's probably a problem. But I had a Baron, and I could Baron pop one of my missions, so that would be just fine. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, the fact that, like, these decks that are playing on your turn, K9 and Dracotail and whatever, and, like, you could just chain a fucking Gaze on your DMOD, and... Yeah, the deck has become much more expensive. Back in the Allure Queen days, it was fairly cheap, but not anymore. And we're not even playing Selene anymore. 30 UR, down the drain. These cards are very fun, yeah. I'm going to Fuelos in response to my opponent doing stuff. I maybe should have thrown it in standby phase or whatever. Aha! This is why you do it, so they, like, They don't know, like, oh, I'm gonna fool this myself, so now if my opponent tries to fucking Izuna me or Femina me, I'll draw a card. Alright, well, I'm definitely fool-lossing them now because they're probably just blue eyes and they're gonna, like... My hand's really good. My hand's really good. I can Future Silence for DMG. DMG discard rescue mission. Go get Sark. Go into DMOD. DMOD for Gaze. I have a normal summon Ash if I, you know, for a million other things. Yeah, so it's just blue eyes. They're doing this so I don't get a Foolish Draw because I can summon it from Graveyard. Yep. Set. Drill Beam. Hopefully one more, they're going to have, like... I can play through a bunch of hand traps here. Two sets? Okay. Maybe it's like the Blue Eyes Trap or something. Maybe it's just an Imperm or a Dominus Purge. That's a very funny draw. I'm going to Future Silence first, because, like, if that gets rid of Drill Beam, that's really good for me. I could go for Gandora here. I guess I can still, because I can get Sark, and Sark can get Gandora. That's very funny. Now, I do lose to Droll. I do fucking lose to Droll. I do fucking lose to Droll. I fucking lose to Droll. God damn it, I hate this game, dude. I hope I'm getting him the non-Drill Beam card, because they can obviously recycle Drill Beam. Damn it, I hit the Drill Beam. I do always just fucking lose to Droll. That is the truth. So even if I can still go into DMOD and not get any searches. That doesn't fucking do anything, right? I don't have Flamberge, so I couldn't, like, Snash for Flamberge, put their blue eyes in the back row. I'm just dead, right? If other cards you blah blah blah. If other cards you control cannot be destroyed by opponents, blah blah blah. You can only use if this card's on the field, you can special summon this card. Because, like, they're gonna be able to recycle their Primite Ether Dragon, whatever, and that's 1600 damage or 4600 damage. They don't need much more to kill me. I think I have to pass because I need to be able to play through fucking Drill Beam. Like, I need all these cards to play through the Drill Beam and whatever their other set is. It's True Light. Does that kill me? God, if I had popped True Light, dude, god damn it. It was a 50-50. Oh, wait, was it a 50-50? Did I know? Oh, I'm dead. That kills me. Yeah. Fuck. I've got no hand traps. That just kills me. That gets a Blue Eyes card. Lose the Drill. I should have... Okay, so... Did I know that that was Drill Beam? Did they not... They set with Barrel and then added Drill Beam to hand, right? So I didn't know which one was which, right? I didn't... The real answer is I didn't keep track, which I should have. That's a mistake. Damn, I can't believe that was such a good game for me and I just lose to Droll. Fuck. Both my losses today are just Dimension Shifter and Droll. Oh, another no response. Okay, well. Both opponents were on Fuwa and Prulia. And they were both on VSK9. Yeah, that's how it is. They set from hand. Okay, so I didn't know, but I should keep track of that. Maybe I just glossed over it because I knew I wasn't going to know what their set cards were. It was just a bad 50-50. But, like, I think they immediately set Drill Beam after they searched it, so maybe I could have, like, intuited it on a, like, on an insight level, but I don't know if that's real. Am I losing another game to the servers? Are the servers just not working today? This is, like, my 4th drop game. My internet's working. I got my playlist playing. People can see me. I'm not dropping any frames, right? No drop frames today. It's just the servers are bad today. It's a fucking Monday, dude. How are the servers bad? We can play a false small Fiendsmith engine. Oh no, buddy. I can't fit Fiendsmith in this deck. I think it's my 3rd or 4th dropped game. Okay, this is an interesting hand. I'm going to open Spyral Support because I have Dia Bellstar. She can send Spyral Support if my opponent Ash Blossoms me here. There's Quick Fix. Now, it looks like they have something. So I'm going to force it here, because this is just a freebie now, but I've used up my Spyral Resort. I use this 1-for-1 or Future Silence and DMG pitch. Sick. Okay, that's good for me. It's a great place for an Ash Blossom to happen. So now I can Future Silence. Get DMG. DMG effect. Pitching Perulia. DMG gets me a search. I have activated a spell card. DMOD is now online. That's 1, 2, 3 summons. I can get Gaze here because I've got combo. Normal summon Quick Fix. I can always Sark for another body. Then 1-for-1 if I need it, if they have another interaction. And this is full combo, because I can do the Quick Fix 1-card combo. Alright, this is 5 summons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's not Nib. So I can just discard this card now. Because I do need a discard here. I think I just discard Sark. I can't Marshmallow. That's a problem, right? Yeah. I've got extenders, so I don't think it's that big a deal. Oh, I could have discarded. Okay, yeah, they see what's going on here. I'm still gonna get like 5 interacts. Like, I'm still gonna get Baron. I'm still gonna get Herald. Yeah. Deck is good, man. I think the deck is legitimately pretty good. As far as like a deck that can't run 20 hand traps goes, it's pretty good. Another coin flip win. Can't complain. Another Floodgate hand trap. I'm gonna bonfire here because Snash like represents a whole lot of shit. I'm enjoying not drawing Flamberge, so I keep like saying, "Oh, I should put a bit in," but I guess I should get Marshmallow and discard it because I have this cookie in hand and I can still surprise it back. I can pitch this master plan with Diabell Star at any point. What I can also do is Illusion of Chaos Shuffle back master plan, which is fun. Yeah, I can just do this now. Illusion of Chaos, put back master plan. Just a complete +1. I should have done this first. Because if this got negated for some reason, like my opponent was holding this long, then I would still be fine, I think, but... And now we Sorrow Cat. This card might get bad. Sorrow Cat might be actually the problem here. The fact I get to make Baron and Herald is pretty silly. Yeah, this is just... Opponent sees, okay, he's made a Baron. He's made a Baron. He's got Surprise still in hand for full Yummy set up. Yeah. Stuff's good, man. I think this stuff's really good. Kind of refreshing to see someone play the Sark combo instead of Spawn 20 Floodgates. Yeah, I've actually like made up a specific Sark Celine combo for Spyral. But we're just using it as like an insulation engine. It's just Yummy. It's just Colossus Yummy. Pretty straightforward. This is about as standard as it gets, aside from... No, that's Little Knight. I was thinking like that was something else, but no, that's just the all art. They're doing Cupid Pitch Colossus instead of Herald. That's basically it. Can I show deck list? Yes, I can. Alright, so the basic premise here is Yummy gets you to Spyral combo through Ancient Fairy Dragon. And you have a bunch of different cards that get you to Yummy combo. All the Snake Eye stuff obviously gets you to Yummy combo. The Oak's maybe the least effective of all of them. So you got the Diabell Star stuff, the Bonfire, and the Original Simplest Boys, and then all these guys. None of these cards are true bricks, except Oak's like a half brick. All the Yummy cards are one-card combos. And all the Dark Magician Girl stuff and the Shining Sark stuff is there to make Dark Magician of Destruction. I have a video out on like how that functionally works. I'm not doing the Selene line on this because someone in the Spyral chat came up with a more comprehensive Yummy Spyral combo, and I improved it a little bit on string today. And the basic premise is this card like searches Magician Souls if you need it to, but a lot of the time you just like you have Yummy combo which does it with Herald. So what happens is like you do the DMOD stuff, and if you need souls, you get it. But if you don't, you just set up a Dragoon to perfect your plays. It's like a 2-in-1 setup. It's kind of like how Azamina White Forest stuff can like set up Ilia Sylvia. But if they need to actually extend, they'll go into Murcielago, right? I'll probably make a video on this list sometime this week. As like a part 2, like, hey, here's how you use all of the cards together. What do you think about going to M-Setting into DMOD? It's fine. I think it's worse than both Diabell Star and Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice, in the Shining Sark stuff. It still works, don't get me wrong. That sand works. I can like go for Shining Sark, and then the Shining Sark can I think I'm just discarding droplets here. Do I need Oak? I'm not gonna normal summon Oak. Sick. I can just hold this cross out now. I did. Yeah, I used to spell. Okay. Do you have another interaction? Nope. All right, we're getting gaze. I think at this point I can safely get rid of Crossout because they had a thing. The only cards I can cross out are Ash, Maxi, and the Mulch Armies, and they would have Mulch Armied already. So go ahead and do this. I will have to discard this droplets to, Wait, what? They have a nib. Okay, that's worth... It's not a nib. They have something. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I'm scared. Shame I lost my Oak here. They've got something. Oh, it is just Nib. Okay. They can't Nib Imperm Dragoon because he's immune or whatever. I am low on cards in hand. That's a problem. I have to discard, so I might as well discard the guy who will get me an extender if I surprise him. Oh, my internet is not cooperating. Internet, please. They've got something, and I'm wondering what it is. Is it a ghost spell? Kind of confused now, but we'll see where it goes. No, it's not Ghost Spell. It's a Bestial. That makes more sense. I don't care about that. That literally does not matter, right? Like, yeah. I'm not using that one. I can just not ever have Cups of Yummy way back again. It's fine. I've used that Bestial incorrectly. Breaking that Marshmallow. Marshmallow effect. Surprise. Alright, yeah, this worked. My opponent had 3 hand traps, and I just breezed right through them. And here's where I start plussing to make up for all these cards I had to discard. Spyral Support. Now they concede. Like, oh my god, this is what they're doing. This is a pretty long combo, I'll say that. But I was playing through a lot of hand traps. Yeah, the second Yummy name never actually matters to me here. They would be low on, like, space on the field, but they have 2 cards in hand. It doesn't matter. I just need to get to drone and make sure their top card isn't, like, a board breaker. And the funny thing about this combo is I ended up with 2 Omni Negates before I ever exposed my master plan to a Bestial. I do need cards in hand for Dragoon, so I'd like to get lipos. I'm supposed to get the assault mission there. Whoops. I might link off Dragoon then. That's insane. Alright, well. Didn't get a notification I was live. Oh, that sucks, C's. It's been a pretty good stream. I haven't normal summoned yet. I can literally just normal summon drone. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Diabell Star is you can just do... I had no cards in hand at one point here. Oh, my first subscription! Thank you, C's! Holy heck, that's so nice of you. You're literally my first subscriber. On Twitch, at least. Yeah, you can draw a freaking draw on Lockbird, buddy. You got it. I didn't even know I could get subscribers yet. That's so cool. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the streams. There we go. Thank you, C's, for getting us started. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright, so at this point, I just need to shuffle back with you. You and you. Doesn't really matter which body I use here. This will make Herald. Excavation back master plan. Activate. Get rescue mission. Discard rescue mission. Make Mascarena. And if I hadn't already made Dragoon, this is the point where you would, like, Rescue Mission back Master Plan, go into Dark Magician of Destruction, get Gaze for Dragoon. But obviously I don't need that. I'm actually going to draw a card here. That's very funny. Yeah, this combo is pretty sick. Yeah, I'll just Dragoon that. Oh no, I lost my Lollipop! Yeah. Yeah, there you go, C's. That is what I am cooking. If you haven't seen the... I mean, if you just came in, I can show you the deck real quick. And so the funny thing about that combo was I set up Dragoon and Baron before I got to Master Plan. That's pretty sick. Here's the deck. This is largely a deck made by Harkus, though admittedly it's using a lot of like concepts that I've come up with. The entire Dark Edition of Destruction thing with Spyral is kind of like my setup. Everyone knows that Snake Eye goes into Yummy and stuff. I don't think they created the Ancient Fairy Dragon setup. I actually think that's a TCG Spyral thing. That they were doing that first, technically. But, you see the vision here, and the idea is, like, very frequently you're using DMOD just to get Gaze and set up a Dragoon to set up your combos, but if you don't have to do that, you can just search your Souls, and that'll help you start your Yummy combos. And you just play so many cards that are Yummy combo. I almost want to play more like Cookies and stuff, but it just, you know, the deck's got so many starters already, I don't think that matters. Yeah, only 6 hand drops, and like 3 of them are literally just for cross out, but you know, we're playing droplets, and the idea is you just play a lot of engine, and your engine does a lot of stuff. Like, you saw me earlier today, I was going second, and like, I just kind of forced stuff by going into DMOD, and forcing them like, hey, I'm gonna Dragoon you if you don't start using your interactions, right? Once you have Dragoon up, like, it's really easy to break a board. Negate something, attack for 4K. It is straight gas, yeah, and that's the platonic ideal of Spyral, is just lots of gas. I think Harks was playing like one more Purilier or Puelos, I forget, but not a big deal either way. I cut it for a big red just because you end up having to discard like a lot of cards in this deck, and I don't want to... and hey, sometimes this happens, you know? Sometimes you draw all of your going seconds or your dog shit cards. We're going to set Crossout so they can't negate my Ash Blossom. They can't negate my Axie with Ash Blossom. Ooh! My opponent has given me an opportunity to do stuff. My opponent has opened Holisu and Izuna. Gulug. I wish I had this Droplets in hand right now. That's a good start. Another special summon? Why? I will take the draw, thank you. I really wish I had this Droplet in hand, I'll tell you that much. They're special summoning twice! Holy crap! Thank you! I love drawing lots of cards. Hey, it's Droplets! I was talking about, hey, I wish I had this Droplets in hand. I have Droplets in hand, everybody! I figured it out. And a rescue mission? Holy crap. I'm actually going to put back this Illusion of Chaos. Go ahead and send you, because I've got Master Plan in hand to discard off this Droplets, because they're going to do something here. Yeah, another draw. I will take it. I'm about to Droplets them for 3 now. Or just 2. This Holisu doesn't do anything. I just need to send a monster to stop them, and that'll be good enough. I hate to say it, but thanks, Maxie. Oh, Lollipode too? Thank you. I'm going to draw 2 here, and then send Rescue Mission and Master Plan. That's the plan, yep. Go ahead and get Big Red and then start Yummy comboing. I'm just waiting for them to activate an effect before I do anything, because why bother, right? Hey, buddy. I got a Cups of Yummy Way coming your way. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the draws. Thanks for doing everything. It just, I was going to lose that game until you decided to play on my turn. Very funny. I'm saving that one. That's just so funny. Put that public. Getting that Holly with all assault. I mean, he could have stopped. Nothing was making him get going, but I did draw the Magician Salts, which would have comboed me at that point, so I guess they had to keep going. Like, that first draw was enough. I'm going second. I've drawn Ash and Maxi, so I can't complain. I drew Maxi 2 games in a row in a 6-card deck. My luck's turning around, everybody. Okay, we will max a C. I am not going to use this Ash Blossom because if I do, I do not have combo. I need a normal summon Ash Blossom and go into original Syphilis pose right now. But then they have Drill Beam and that kills me. I need to draw another card. That's what I need to do. I need to draw a like a Magician Souls or something. Is that Drill Beam pass? Is that Dominus Purge? Is this gonna be the second time I lose to Blue Eyes after like Floodgate hand trapping them because they drew a billion back row? Looks like it. My best draw here is a Spyral Resort because I have Yummy Surprise in hand. 4 back row. What the fuck happened? They had the best anti-Maxi hand of all time. Their hand is like Imperm, Dominus Purge, Drill Beam. That's not a bad draw. I don't think it's going to do enough, but it's not a bad draw. It can't be a crossout or a... It's a Solemn Warning? I got Solemn Warninged? How are you playing Solemn Warning, dude? Well, I'm dead now, right? But I mean... Unless they also hard drew True Light, right? This doesn't work? Like if all they got's back row, I can just pass? I can Ash Blossom the next play? Oh, this is just Primite control? Is this Odeon Primite? I'm just playing the stun. I'm playing Primite stun. That explains what's happened here. Okay. I was always losing to this. It was just I went second and they played a bunch of counter traps. Okay. Once again, a Spyral Resort would be very good because I could chain Yummy Surprise to any kind of interaction on it. Okay, maybe they will Baron this. I have to actually commit now. You got it, man. What am I gonna do? That doesn't kill me yet. They can only normal summon. It's just Solemn Warnings all the way down. This is like I cannot win going second turbo because all their deck is filled with counter traps. But it beats Maxi, I guess, and Furley and Furlos, so. Oh, it is just hardcore Odeon. I'm dead. Yeah. It's just Odeon basically stun, trap card turbo going second. I'm never winning that game unless I go first. I'm sorry, I'm never winning that game unless my hand doesn't fucking suck going first. Ugh. Odeon's just a deck that does not exist as a going second deck. It has nothing it can do besides maybe resolve a full turn or Moltres and make you pass your turn, but yeah. Drawn Mignon again. That's annoying. I suppose I can activate it to get to DMOD? Which will then let me draw cards off souls, if none of this works. Okay, yeah. That will be the plan here. That will draw me cards. So now I can do this. DMOD. We'll get Illusion of Chaos. Well, we'll just get souls. There's not a difference there. Whoop, wrong one. Now we can rescue back Master Plan. Go spell? Okay, that makes sense. That was always going to happen. I am regretting no Selene right about now, because one more spell and I can normal summon Fulos and go to Selene, but definitely drawing two here. Oak does it, right? Oak does it. Drew Call by the Grave now, which is very funny. This also just gets me a card in hand for discards. Because I don't have anything to... Oop, I don't have anything to search with this OSS, but it does work. This doesn't matter, I guess. You guys are just cups of yummy material. I think I have to go through Cookie here because I can't summon Marshmallow because I got souls on board. I could use Link Rebo, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I've got the extra body with Magician Souls, but I am missing a body with Mignon. Huh. Didn't think that through. Hand or field face up, so Snatchy doesn't work until I can shuffle something back. Oh, I could have just shuffled back. Now should the Sorrow Cat thing. And we're kind of at the same point we were before. Now I can can I ever get another Yummy name on the field? I don't think so, Oh, I don't have Mignon for Ancient Fairy Dragon. Whoops. So I gotta shuffle back you and you. Then I have to summon Snatchy. Now I can set Mignon. Okay, there we go. Woo! Got there. I had to jump through some hoops, but we got there. I will be missing the Magician Soul's body here, which sucks. But I've already got Master Plan in Graveyard, so... My opponent's also already used 2 fucking hand traps, so, like, you know... I'm not playing into the toughest board here. Here I get Assault. Alright, yeah. Oh, I should have made Baron by now. Whoops. No reason not to do it. I had to go through a whole lot of loops because I opened up Mignon again, but here we are. Also, because I couldn't use my Mignon correctly, we're in a funny situation. So we got to search Quick Fix, discard Quick Fix, discard Assault, Assault and Drone. I'm gonna have to actually make Cookie here, and then shuffle back Cookie with Mignon. You can't use Mignon more than once per turn, right? Whoops. I guess I'll just have to tag out Cookie. So I have to summon Cookie with Sprite Elf, and then tag it out if I ever need to use its effect. Probably won't. What you got on top, opponent? You could draw DD Griffin, yeah. This was a much more harder to do combo. I had to like do an extra like 20 steps to kind of get things set up because I opened Mignon the way I did. I had to send it to the graveyard, but it's okay. Did I ever go through Link Rebo? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Now we're going to set rescue, pop rescue. Doesn't matter who I summon here. Important thing is we go into Sprite Elf. No Gaze of Timaeus, but it was worth it, obviously. Plenty of time to win the game. This was through 2 hand traps that made me really have to reconsider what I was doing too, so you know. I'm going to go ahead and use Delusion of Chaos, so in case I use my Herald, I get a card in hand. And in turn. I know they're drawing DD Griffin, which isn't going to do a whole lot here. Yep. Yeah, what? This is the second... I mean, 2 is a lot, right? Did DD got a structure deck? Is that what happened? Or something? New support. Okay, yeah. It is kind of cool that you can just get a whole Blue Eyes core now, pretty cheaply. You still have to get the Ultimate Dragons or whatever, but oh, these are the old ones. This is the old Blue Eyes deck, isn't it? Oh, this got Sage in it. Eh. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, go away, dude. King. But say, someone mentioned my tickets earlier. My I have 10 copies of Blue Eyes and 2 royal ones. I've got 11 copies. Oh, I've got 9, 10, 11, 12 copies of Dark Magician, 2 royal ones. None decraftable. All from structure decks and legacy packs. This deck's been really good. This deck has been really good today. Full shoutouts to Harks, who largely built it, though I think I have improved the combo. Always want to give shout out to people who improve upon my ideas and also come up with their own ideas. I will say there is a very strong choke point in the deck with Ancient Fairy Dragon, but by the time you get there, they should have already used all their hand traps. This is a funny hand. I could do the Yummy Surprise trick with Spyral Resort. Cool. Never hit a third except a virginity. This is the part where our DMG is worse than Diabellstar because I can't like use Spyral Resort and then send it for effect. 42 card deck. Alright, Vanquish Soul Canine, classic. So this deck is very, very hard to beat when you're going second. They have infinite interactions and it's all over the place. It's back row, it's on the field, it's in the hand. Very hard to beat this deck going second unless you can somehow hand trap them to Oblivion, but that's usually pretty hard because when you hand trap them, it turns on their extenders. Never actually looked at this. Yeah, it's just a girl with big hands. Yeah. Rock of the Vanquisher! And like their effects don't target, right? It's a complete board wipe, it's a non-targeting steal, it's a pop in the zone. So like this deck is particularly good against Spyral Resort. A lot of decks struggle to beat Spyral Resort once you resolve it, if you can keep on the field. Like Yummy needs to target with a lot of their cards. And I've won games against Yummy because Spyral Resort's so good at stopping that. Same thing with the Draco Tail. Like, a lot of their cards target. But, Adding Radiant? Sure. Or showing Radiant. Okay, that makes sense. Kaiju, if you need more dark monsters. Lots of floodgates and Master Duel. It's good to have a Kaiju. There's Jialong. Also, just like... Oh, hey. Make me a Ripper. Yep. There it is. Yeah, so when you think about it, this deck is like infinite interactions, right? So they got Raisin Pup, they got Caesar Pop, they got Holly Sue Steel, they got Dust Devil or Snow Devil, whatever the trap card Vanquish Soul plays that pops your whole board. That's just the Vanquish Soul cards. Then they got Ripper Negate, Canine, Back Row, Pop, which then summons a guy who either hand rips you or they can summon the guy who pops you. And then they have whatever extra rank 5 they want. So like this is an 8th interaction with Nash Knight, setting up the Lancer or whatever. Overhaul Masquerade. So this is also a negate and a hand rip. Like this is an insane card. If you can make it. So what I really need here is a droplet, sadly. I don't like saying it, but that's what I need. And even then, I don't think it's good enough. Like, maybe if I, like, use Super Agent, they let me resolve it, they let me pop the back row, but then they just negate it. So they, when they go to negate it, I could then droplet, kill their board. And then I'm still losing to their fucking spell card? I don't know. And then I don't even have a... I guess if I keep Spyral Support as my only card, I would do it. Wait, they didn't do Dust Devil? Okay, well, that's something. That's an interesting draw. Alright, so they got the Book of Moon. They got 2 negates. And they've got all the guys in hand, obviously. If I can resolve Spyro Resort, then, like, the hand rip... The random hand rip isn't so bad, because Big Red and Quick Fix are functionally... Well, no. That's not actually combo. Of course I miss. Cool. This targets though, right? Sure, of course you draw an Ash Blossom. Makes sense. I need to make sure I'm summoning in the right zone, so we gotta summon here. If they negate this but don't destroy it, I can still go into DMOD. You can attach one to the negate the activation, then you can send a card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, and if you do, have your opponent's life points. Ugh. Insane card, obviously. Does not destroy, though. Hopefully they hit Super Agent. If they do, I might have a chance here. If not, I might not. I like to get my spell cards, is what I'm thinking here. Alright, lost my spell card, obviously. And here's Holly Sue. But Holly Sue can't steal unless they get cards off the field, which is something, but they can always do that with... Well, can they? So they need to get Magician's Soul. I mean, Gaze at Timaeus be good here? I would let them not target. This guy can't target. I could pop their next negate. But if like that would free up their zones, I guess. I need to get my souls here. I'm just being silly. What I'm going to do now is try to get to Gandora. Hopefully this will trigger their Raisin or something. I should have summoned here. I should have summoned, like, here or something. They're getting rid of Ripper, but they haven't used Ripper's effect, right? That's weird. This guy is a hand rip, though, so that's, like, really annoying. So, these two cards are both combo. The fact that I'm getting hand ripped twice is so annoying. Yeah, banish a card from your opponent's field and graveyard, or look at your opponent's hand and kill it. Yeah. I don't think they know that Yummy Surprise is combo here, though, so that's something. Alright, buddy. You gonna let me get this far? I think you have to book this. Unfortunately, their field spell can keep their Vanquish Soul guys alive. And that forces that. I think I'm dead here, obviously. I made this pretty close, though. I just don't have the cards in hand to discard for, like, my plays here. Oh yeah, I do. Quick Fix gets me a card. But then I don't have what I need to combo. I've already used Surprise. Can I summon Marshmallow? Also, I just don't have enough fucking guys on field anymore. Ooh! Cups can always just get another body. Which is because this is Lollipo. This guy's like unaffected. I should have searched Marshmallow and, like, summoned him or some shit. I need you to pop later, maybe? The problem here is I can't get the Spyral combo. I can get Magician Souls. Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. I forgot I was negated. Whoops. Ah. I think I could have won this game if I had infinite time. I could have won this game. I couldn't find a way to get to fucking I could have made Ancient Fairy Dragon instead of Barone. That was stupid of me. I'm just gonna time out here. Damn. What do I think of Vancy Ball? I don't know, man. God, I think I should have won that game, dude. I think I should have gotten. The thing is, I'd already used my big red, so I didn't have combo anymore because I used my. So if I go Ancient Fairy Dragon, I've already used my Super Agent. Sorry, so the combo would be. So I already used my big red, so I couldn't get to Master Plan off of summoning, Quick Fix, and I couldn't get to. God, that was. I needed like 10 minutes there to think about what I could do. Because if I Ancient Fairy Dragon there, pop Mignon, get to Quick Fix. I just don't have access Kotaku, and I can't get Mignon back on the field for OTKing. But maybe that's fine. Maybe I could break their board and pass. And just set up some of the gates and stuff. There's also a line where I just like start attacking with them on Yummies, then set up a board and pop their stuff with Sleeper, and I don't know. I think there was a chance I could have won that game. Yeah, it's not just the timers, it's just I'm very new to this deck, or this version of the deck, with the Ancient Fairy Dragon lines, and I couldn't fall back on access Toadcopter to clear the board like I'm used to. I needed to, like, set up a play where I have a bunch of Yummies on board, but also, like, Gandora clogging my zones really hurt me there, and Dark Magician Girl not being a level 8 hurt me there, because I couldn't, like, set up Baron and then save my Sorrow Cat for Ancient Fairy Dragon, but I think I should have just made Ancient Fairy Dragon first there and still get to Barone. I don't know. Play one more game, then call it a day at that point. Win or lose. Go in second, so probably lose. I mean, that was a pretty good fight considering they full comboed me and they had an Ash Blossom to boot, but my problem was I had used Surprise to extend, which obviously made things awkward. And then I had, and I'd already used Big Red and I'd already used Super Agent, which are a lot of effects I need to do the Ancient Fairy Dragon part of the combo. Oh god, I can't beat this deck if they resolve anything. I have to Ash Blossom this, right? Like, I can't beat double towers. I don't have outs to it, I don't think. I guess I could, like, make Dragoon really quickly and maybe negate an effect after doing other stuff and then attack with Dragoon, but I don't think it's going to go well. Their guys are unaffected, but I would still get the attack bonus. Yeah, this is full combo, yeah. We'll try, obviously, but I don't think it's going to happen. Like, the typical Yummy out for these cards is Gorgon of Zilphonia or whatever, but they're going to get... I think this is full combo. They're going to get both guys on field and a rank 4 of their choice. We'll see where it goes. It's a fucking add, return add, yeah. I could potentially beat one guy. Because, like, once I get Dragoon on field, they're going to have to try to blow up my board, and then I can negate and then attack over. So it's like, is the actual Ash Blossom in this game like this card? I don't think so, right? Like, I think you do have to stop this. I don't know the weak points of this deck, but I don't think it really matters here. Drawing Poplar and Diabell Star is pretty rough because now my Snash doesn't do what I want it to do. Also, if I can't get to Spyral stuff, there's a potential like I can attack them directly with like a pumped up sleeper off a couple of drain activations. But we only run 2 rescue missions in this build, so it's very, very, very hard to do the mega pump sleeper maneuver with only 2 rescue missions. No Nightmare Goblin either, so it's like the ways to get drone on the field is awkward. And what do I think of Fancy Ball? I think it's fine. Like if you want to run like a Link heavy extra deck, it's okay. I think people overreacted to it because it says negate a monster effect, but like you have to masquerade into it and then use it, and then you can't use this other effect unless you're attributing 2 other monsters to get the Little Knight, so it's like really awkward. Like it takes up a lot of space, is what I'll say. And there's Liger Dancer. Unaffected by cards. Can make a second attack. What is Dragon's Text? Is it like just get 1,000 attack no matter what if you activate it? And if you do negate it? And if you destroy that card, and if you do, that card gains 1,000 attack? Okay, so I'd have to negate something else besides Liger Dancer because I wouldn't destroy it. Pretty rough. It's just Broad Bull. It is funny that Broad Bull is banned, but this guy is just Broad Bull. I guess Broad Bull's used to some because only one Zodiac name will do it, but still. And obviously, it isn't technically Broad Bull if you have to open Tinky, because then you can't search Tinky and use it, but yeah. Broad Bull is slightly better, but like it's basically Broad Bull. I do hate towers, man. Unaffected. Just unaffected. Unaffected, and it has like a ridiculous effect to like destroy every card as a quick effect. That's not a hard points per turn. Completely ridiculous creature, but here we are. Thing is, like, even if I make Dragoon, like, with Gaze It Defiance, it does die at the end of their next turn or whatever, so, like, it's not really that good of an answer to double Liger. I suppose if I could resolve a Gandora, that'd be cool. Kind of wipe all this stuff out. Oh no, my Ash Blossom. You got me. Oh, no double Ligers. I might have a chance then. Non-zero chance this works. Drone is a terrible draw. I think I just go straight for Gandora here. Okay. Destroy your shit. It's not going to destroy your Liger Dancer, but like... Sure. Yeah, Robbie of a body. I don't really care about that. I get a free body. I get a free search. Okay, so if they just hold this, what do I do? Oh, I could negate one of my own cards with Dragoon and then attack over? Oh, that was a way better line than what I'm coming up with. Holy crap, dude. I'm trying to, like, force their Liger and then... I'm trying to, like, go through Yummy cards to force their Liger and then go for Spyral. Damn, that was a winning play. Didn't even think about that. They're gonna let me get away with it. Alright. I still need to, like, draw, like, a Yummy card or something. So I don't actually have extension here. Also +1 here. Oh, I can't search with it because I've already used Gold Sark. Okay. I don't have combo because I can't special summon another body, huh? I need another level 1. Oh, hold on. Wait. What could I do? Can I... I should have summoned Diabell Star and looked for Wanted, then discard Wanted so I could draw a card. I can still do it, it's just awkward here. I have to waste a Forbidden Droplets here, which isn't that big a deal, but... I should have sent this with Souls. Because now I can, like, Droplets just to send this and draw another card. I don't know what effects they have, but I'm kind of dead to one more thing. Alright, give me a Yummy card. Damn, the Dragoon play would have been so much better. I still would have, because I could have... I'm gonna draw 4 cards. Yeah, Dragon Play was a win. That was a very wise thing. Wait, what? Doesn't do anything? Wait. Then if you while I control Shining Spark, yeah, not that just lost me my draws too. Yeah, I lose. Okay. Thank you for the information, Larry. That would have been a way better play. Okay. Well, I said that was gonna be my last game. It's 5:20. This is like 20 minutes past my normal starting point. We will be back on Wednesday, and I will be playing better. Hopefully, that was 2 winnable games. Really. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I will see you on Wednesday. Oh, gotta turn the screen off. Turned off.